June 264, June 264.
Guys, can we get one out of here? Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. We want to thank you very much for joining us today, and most of all, thank you for staying home. What do we say after this? And keeping everybody safe. We hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're back today. Today is Monday. It's a beautiful day outside, and we have something really educational and kind of cool to show you today, and we're really excited to share that with you. But first, we're going to turn it over to Matt real quick about a contest update.
Hey everyone, how you doing today? So some great little videos there on selling mum and dad's car. We have selected a winner. That winner will be contacted by Mike shortly after this little demonstration that we're going to do for you.
And what were we giving away for that?
We were giving away a Toys R Us gift card.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so someone's going to have some fun.
Awesome. So congratulations to that winner. So as I said today, we are back. We're gonna show you something kind of cool, kind of educational, and something we want you to remember for the rest of your life. And for those parents out there, this could be educational for you as well. We know there's a lot of people out there that actually don't know how to do this, so we're really excited to share it with you today. So we are going to show you, if your tire on your vehicle gets low, what do we call that? What do we call that when we're driving and our tire is low and we have to pull over? Did anybody say a flat tire? That's right. Has anybody at home changed a flat tire? If any of you changed one? I'm sure there's some parents putting up their hands. How about any of you kids? Has any of you kids watched your parents change a tire if it went flat? For those of you that haven't, we're going to show you today, and for those of you that have, we're hoping you can still learn something, okay? So we're standing here with Tyler Broska, our service manager, and he's going to tell you some important safety items before you change your flat tire.
Hi everyone. So the first thing to do, if you do have a flat tire, if you start to feel the tire going flat, the car will almost try and pull you off to the side, or it'll pull one way or the other depending on which tire is flat. It's important not to panic, okay? You just want to gradually slow down and get off the side of the road as far as you can while still maintaining a flat surface. You don't want to get onto an angle or anything like that, okay? Once you have come to a stop, you want to put your hazard lights on first, okay, and check and make sure everything's safe around you and it's safe to get out. If you do have in the car, if you got a roadside kit that has some of those triangle markers, you can put those out behind you and make sure everyone can see you. Those are actually really cool kits. Some of them have like some blankets in them, flashlight if you need it in the dark, a knife sometimes there's in there, granola bar for Mike, things like that. The next thing to do is to make sure that when you're jacking the vehicle, like we'll show you later on, that the jack stays on a hard surface. You don't want to put it on any sort of soft surface where it could rotate or give way, and then you'll have a bigger issue than the flat tire. Other than that, that's about it. If you do have any questions while you're doing it, the owner's manual that Alex has as well, the owner's manual will walk you through how to change a flat tire, and that'll give you the directions that you need and go from there.
So thank you, Tyler. So on this truck, does anybody know where the spare tire is located? Is it in the box? Don't see one, Matt. You see any tires in the box?
No, not today.
No. Okay. So where do you guys think a spare tire would be located? I'm sure all of you are screaming right now, underneath. Underneath. So the boys, Alex and Matt here, are going to show you guys how to access that tire and what we do if we get a flat tire. All right? Here we go.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, kids, so there's numerous parts that go into changing a tire. Okay, first thing we have down here on the ground, all right, those are all the tools that you're going to need to break torque on the lug nuts and to get the spare tire down. Over here we have the jack. All right, once I've shown you what I've got to show you, Alex is going to show you how to use the jack and where to place it. So how do we get the spare tire down? So the first thing we need to do is come to the back of the vehicle, in the back seat, and underneath the back seat is the jack and the rest of the parts. If you look closely here, if we open this little cover, you've got a little thing in there where you can put a key. So on the key, if you can see here, there's a little button. I push that and I bring out the key. Now I put this piece somewhere where I'm not going to lose it, all right, in my pocket. I take this key, I put it in there, give it a twist, and then I pull out the protective cap. Okay, I'm going to put that in my other pocket so I don't lose that part.
So Matthew, real quickly, why would there be a lock on that?
Well, it's mainly to make sure that nobody in the middle of the night is going to come along and take your spare tire.
Right. So it's locked up safe, and only that key for your truck, or in this case, this red truck, can open that cylinder.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab a couple of these bars and we're going to join them together. So you can see you've got a hole on this one and you've got the little nub there. And we're simply going to insert just like that, make sure they're locked in place. Okay, then we take this, we take the big end and we're going to slide it down here. All right, and you can feel, you try and turn it and it's locked on to the end in there. Then I'm going to take this piece here, again there's a little nub there, we're going to slide this over, we're going to push the nub down, that way as you're spinning it, this isn't going to slide off and everything's going to fall apart on you. And then all we do, if you watch the tire as I rotate it, the tire is going to start coming down.
Awesome.
All right, now that's going to rotate all the way to the bottom. Once it's at the bottom, the little anchor point that is holding the tire in place, you can actually just pull out and then pull the tire out from underneath the vehicle. So we'll make sure we've got enough slack there to do that. That looks good.
Excellent. So while Matthew accesses that, Alex, what do we need to do next?
Okay, so we have the jack here. Now let's say this tire here was flat. The first thing we would do is take or loosen the lug nuts, so it's easier to take off when the vehicle's in the air. So this isn't the right tool. Matt has a tool there, but you would spin these lug nuts here off. And in this instance, you do have a locking nut, so you want to make sure that you have that nut to get off the tire. After that's loose, you'll grab the jack here, and in the owner's manual it says to actually put it on the rear axle to jack the truck up. We won't actually do that right now, but you would be replacing it with this tire here. Once the truck is jacked up, this comes off, new tire goes on, you tighten them up, lower the truck again, and then tighten all the lug nuts to make sure they are secure. Also included with the GMs is the roadside assistance for the 5 years or up to 100,000 kilometers. If you don't want to do this yourself, you can call roadside assistance, and that is included from the factory from GM for 5 years.
So they're going to come onto the road, on site, wherever you are, and change your tire. Is that right?
That's correct, yep.
Right. So if you don't feel comfortable doing this, we do have the roadside assistance available. So it looks like Matthew's got the tire out here. So there's our spare tire. Now it looks a little different than the other 4-wheel and rim that the vehicle comes with, but this is just a spare tire. Okay, so Tyler, if we put our spare tire on this vehicle,
yes,
what do we encourage the customer to do next?
When you're driving the vehicle beyond, once you got the spare on there, you should limit your speed to 80 kilometers an hour. And I believe it's 100 kilometers total distance. So, sorry, 500 kilometers total distance. So you want to find somewhere in the next 500 kilometers that can get your tire repaired for you and mounted back on your vehicle.
So did you hear what Tyler said? Some tires we can repair, okay, if they got a slow leak and it did cause it to go flat, but more than not, we do have to replace the tire. And as you know, at Northgate, we have plenty of tires to provide you. So now we've got this all done. Anything to add on that? Anything from Alex or Matt or Tyler?
No, we are standing here, so we can take a quick peek at the tires. There's some exclusive stuff that are included with the GM vehicles. If we zoom in here, Jim, behind this rim, these are called Duralife rotors. They do last about twice as long as a conventional rotor. If you do, like the roads here are quite filled with salt, they actually don't rust. So they're just another safety feature and kind of a neat thing that GM does include on a lot of the vehicles.
Awesome. Okay, Matthew, so I think it's time for a couple trivia questions. Okay?
Oh, sounds good.
So question number 1 is, where is the spare tire located? We want to refresh your minds in case this ever happens to you guys or your mom and dads, but you guys can help each other. So where is that spare tire located? Under the box. Right on. And some of the tools you need to perform this job, Matthew, what did we use?
Well, we have the jack, Mike. All right. We also got the wrench to loosen the lug nuts on the tires, and of course you've got the extended bits that join together that slide down. And last but not least, you're going to need the key to your very unique, to your vehicle only, safety device. So no one's going to pinch your tire from you.
Right on. So we need that key or else we're not going to get that spare tire down.
No, sir.
Right? So that's a safety feature so nobody takes that tire from you. So Alex has the jack in his hand, and Alex, on the GM vehicle, okay, where is that located in our vehicle?
So we'll actually walk over this way, Jim. So in the back seat, right here is where we got the jack from, and it is stowed away. There's a bracket here, so if you are driving, the jack won't move. If you need access to it, it is right there.
Awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, okay, before we say goodbye, Matthew's gonna get ready to raise this spare tire back up underneath the truck. Okay, so we've come to the shop, we've changed the tire, and now we're gonna get ready to put this spare tire back up underneath the box of the truck. Everybody see what he's doing in there? So that's what we use. That's what we hook up to raise that spare tire back up. All right.
Okay, now just the reverse. We're going to make sure we're engaged in there, and we're going to start winding the tire up. It's taking up the slack. Just like that, the tire is now coming up.
Awesome. So will that stop you when it's all the way up, Matt?
Yes, it will, Mike. It'll get nice and tight.
Awesome.
You don't want to over torque it because you don't want to snap anything in there. That's good right there.
Perfect.
We take this out, and before we lose it, we're going to put the lock back in. We simply insert the lock, turn, pull our key out, close the cover, and before we do anything else, we're going to put the key back inside the receptacle. Just like that, and you're good to go. Last thing you're going to do is pack up all your stuff, put it all away.
Back underneath the seat. All right, so I want to say thank you very much to Alex, to Matthew, and Tyler. We hope you all learned something from our tire change demo. Again, if you get a flat tire, we hope that both Mom and Dad and you guys know what you're doing now. So if you have any questions for us, please comment on our Facebook page. I know these guys are eager to answer any questions that you might have. Again, thank you to Alex, Matthew, and Tyler. Okay, so moving forward for the week. Okay, today's Monday. We've got our flat tire demonstration out of the way. Somebody said we have a really cool burnout video planned again. So last week, okay, Greg gave us a little hint and a little teaser of what this burnout's gonna look like. Okay, we had a truck with a lot of horsepower do a burnout for us. And this week we're working on something else, something really cool, something special for you. And we hope to give that to you in the next couple days. So we wanna thank you very much for joining us today. And most of all for staying safe, staying home, and keeping all of us safe. So Matthew is working on a contest for this week. He doesn't have the details available yet. He's put a lot of time and effort into this one. So we're going to be running another contest this week, just like we did last week for the gift card. We'll have a really special prize up for grabs. So hopefully we are able to announce that tomorrow and the details around that, and we'll make sure you have enough time to get prepared. So we want to thank you very much for joining us today. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Thank you.